want to catch her in that lie, you have to keep asking her questions. At some point, it's almost like a robot. She's going to be lying to you so much and she's going to shut down. You know when robots be like, malfunctioning, malfunctioning? That's how females will be when you catch them in a lie after asking them so many questions, after getting to them. Let's believe, because there's so many females out here lying so heavily. Not all these women can lie, okay? So you can most definitely catch them if they're lying. Some females out here enjoy capping so hard. Put a cap on her head, yo. Give her a cap for her birthday or Christmas instead of giving her real gifts, because she be lying so damn much. She capping. What is up, my B-Boss baddies and my Batman fellas? It is your girl Bosana, and welcome BBossArmy. So as you guys can tell by the title, today I am going to be talking about how to know she is lying to you. Now, I don't know why I waited so long to do this video, just because I have videos out there talking about 5 ways to know she's lying. I have a few videos like that, and I never got to this. Please go ahead and check out everything that is on my screen. All the new uploads on my other channel. If you guys can really go ahead and check it and support, leave a comment, like it, I will love you forever. Thank you. I love you guys. Anyway, so with that being said, we're gonna jump right into it. So I have 3 things today, like normal. I haven't been doing 5, but that's because I've been explaining so much and talking so much that if I do 5s, my videos will be so much longer. So as I was saying, you guys, we're gonna start from 3, go down to 1. So that means what? You gotta watch until the end to get the number 1 thing. All right, you guys. So number 3 on my list to know she is lying. Maybe you guys will know this, but listen, hear me out. Talking in circles and repeating herself. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. I sometimes do that, but I ain't lying to you guys. I'm telling you guys the truth, all right? But listen, a lot of times when a woman is lying to you, she's gonna start repeating herself. Because look, and listen up, there's gonna be so much going on in her head. Just like when I was talking to you guys. Let me talk a little bit slower, because I feel like I talk so fast sometimes. As I always say, you guys, when a woman's lying, there's so much going on in her mind, right? And here's a reason, a big reason why there's so much going on in her mind. Because there's so many guys in her mind. They text them back, or this guy's trying to talk to me, or my ex is still on my line, or that guy that I'm, just because he has good D, is not hitting me back. Like, there's a lot going on in her mind. So you have to take it like this. Where do you place in her life, right? You can be at the top tier, or you can be at the bottom, right? The simps, guy that's just spending money on her, the guy that never texts her back only when he wants her attention, the guy that never talks to her and she's still looking his way, liking his pictures or whatever it is that's trying to get his attention. That is all going in her head. Her head's like this. It's literally like that. And it's not always like that, but if she's gonna be caught in a lie, if you're gonna ask her something, the first thing she's gonna think is, what am I gonna tell him? Right? What am I gonna tell him that is gonna cover up the lie that I'm about to tell? And so what else is gonna slide in her head is, oh my gosh, this guy, or I have to tell him this because I have to go see this guy this weekend, or I'm gonna tell him I don't have a boyfriend, but I have a boyfriend, right? So it's like, sometimes women will get to a place of repeating themselves, right? They might try to make it so clear to tell you something like, I'm not single, you know, but I like to mess around. Meanwhile, she might have 2 boyfriends, right? She might have a side thing, right? Or she can tell another lie as in, oh, I can't see you this weekend. And then she's gonna be like, you know, trying to think, because her head's all over the place trying to figure out what to say. So for her, she's gonna be like, I can't see you this weekend because, boom, I can't see you this weekend because I have to go see my auntie, right? My auntie is, you know, God forbid for anybody aunts, you know, but I'm just saying my auntie's not feeling well, you know, she's sick, you know, I have to go take care of her, whatever. So she goes there and she's over here thinking like, damn, you know, I just told a lie. And so if you're gonna keep asking her questions, and this is the best thing, maybe this is gonna be the best thing I tell you guys. If you wanna catch her in that lie, you have to keep asking her questions. You have to get to the bottom of things, because at some point, it's almost like a robot. She's gonna be lying to you so much and she's gonna shut down. You know when robots be like, malfunctioning, malfunctioning? That's how females will be when you catch them in a lie after asking them so many questions, after getting to them, because their head is gonna start malfunctioning. Females are built like robots nowadays, honestly, and no shade, because I'm a female myself and I have love for my females. Don't get it twisted. Even on my other channel, I'm gonna try to give women advice for sure. But there's a lot of women out here that ain't doing right for the community, ain't doing right for society, you feel me? So back to what I was saying with this point, really I can just say is she's gonna be talking in circles. What's next? Trying to figure it out in her head. She's gonna obviously tell you things like, okay, yeah, I can't see you. I'm not gonna say this in this video, or I will say it because it's obvious, but I will talk about this in a different video if you guys do want to see another part. And if you do, let me know. And of course, give me a big thumbs up if you haven't already. Thank you guys very much. But she's gonna start to this. She's gonna get to the stuttering. You know, it's gonna be almost like, yeah. You see, and this is a great way to tell if a woman's lying. Look at me right now. Yeah. I forgot to tell you. I can't. I forgot. Like my mom is telling me I need to come through to help her with some things. You know, I haven't seen her in a while, so I can't see you, and I'll let you know when I can see you. Like I'll text you, okay? How about that? Doesn't that work? Look it. Can you guys not tell I'm lying easily? And I know it's not like, oh, it's so obvious to always tell, but look it. I'm stuttering. I'm trying to think. I'm about to start talking in circles. I'm going to start repeating things, especially when you try to ask me questions. I'm going to be like, well, I just told you I'm going to see my mom. I'm going to see my mom. Like, I told you I can't. I haven't seen her in a while. I have to see her. I just told you. Or, you know what? My mom, she's a good woman, you know? Like, I really got to see her, you know? It's been a long time, you know? Yeah. And, you know, like, we used to be so close. But like, you know, and then another thing I can say with this point before I move on to the next one, last thing I'll say actually, is that she's going to drag it. She's going to kind of just try to extend it, especially because she might have fear that, oh, he might ask me this question, or sorry, ask me another question again. He might ask me another question where I got to tell another damn lie. In her, that's a tongue twister. You guys try to say that right now. In her head, try to say it fast. In her head, in her head, she's thinking like, damn, I gotta be good with this. And best believe, because there's so many females out here lying so heavily, not all these women can lie, okay? So you can most definitely catch them if they're lying, okay? Next thing is looking away, avoiding eye contact. So I kind of just gave you guys a good demonstration. And so it's almost like, you know, and it's just the eye contact is gonna break her. And that's if she stares in your eyes and she thinks she's that good of a lie. And don't get it twisted, there is some good women that have good women. I mean to say there is good women out there. Sorry guys, but don't get it twisted that there is some women out here that are really, really good liars. So if you're looking at her and she's looking dead in your eyes, eye her down, because eventually, or you know, possibly, let me say possibly, she can crack. But just analyze her, because if it's not her eyes, it could be something else. She might be really good with eye contact, maybe naturally, but she could be fidgety, right? She can be antsy, you know? She could be, you know, looking anxious and stuff. Maybe she could break a sweat. There's a lot of things that I can say. I actually can do a whole nother part if you guys would like. Let me know. But there's so many different things out here. So just pay attention to her eyes, and if it's drifting away at least, right? Even if it's not strong eye contact, if it's just slightly like, it's almost like thinking. And a great way to know is if she's looking away upwards, because as you guys may not know, most times with humans, if we're trying to think of something, we look upwards. Sometimes some people will look downwards, but me personally, if I'm lying to somebody, which I don't be lying, like I don't lie, but no, I'm just saying, like, for real. But if I'm lying to somebody, like dead ass, I'm gonna look away because I gotta think what I'm gonna say, right? When I was young, like, yeah, I used to have to lie to my mama sometimes. Like, I love my mom and, you know, she was great and everything, right? But there was times where I needed to do things that she wasn't having it, or I had to, you know, cover her up because I had things to do, you know? Had to go see my man at the time. Being honest with you guys. But, right, so what would happen is I'm over here thinking like, and I don't even like lying to my mom. That's how I know that, like, I can't even remember doing that with my mom, but I know there's times where I've done that. So, you know, I'm just thinking, right? And some girls will try to be slick and be like, turning their head even possibly instead of doing the eyes drifting away. And that's a great thing. And I said that right there, looking away, right? But turning their head, right? And it's anyways. Don't think about it just, like I said, just upwards. It could be downwards. Like, really, I want you guys to take from this point is that if a woman is lying to you, you can see it with the way she's going to react physically. And that's going to be, like I just mentioned with all the points, right? So please pay attention very closely because you can find it. You can just be like, right? And I know people out here that be telling me, you know, I know when you lie. And I'm like, I don't even really be lying. Let's say somebody asks you what you did all day, right? And you want to leave out some parts, right? And it's almost like you're kind of thinking like, okay, what part? I have to leave out this part. Okay, how am I gonna say this where it sounds normal, where it sounds good? And most times it won't really come out so nicely unless she's a professional liar. And last thing I'll say before I move on to the number one thing is that there is some real pathological liars. What is the term? There's a term. Oh, there's a really good term out there that I used to say all the time because I knew people that lied so good, and I'm just like, it's a disease. Like, it's bad. Some people enjoy lying. Some females out here enjoy capping so hard. Put a cap on her head, yo. Give her a cap for her birthday or Christmas instead of giving her real gifts because she be lying so damn much. She's capping. Take that in. Throw a cap at her. A blue one too, like the emoji. Anyway, so let's go ahead and move on to the number one thing on my list. I love doing the drum rolls. This is bootlegged. I'm clapping my thighs. But as I was saying, you guys, number one thing on my list, if you guys have an idea, and this one's gonna be really funny. I feel like a lot of people are already gonna comment it, not even knowing that, you know, like, I want you to comment the number one thing. And listen carefully, listen clearly. The number one way to know a woman is lying, their breathing changes. Don't take it and twist my words. Please don't do that. Because I know I see the comments you guys be talking about. If she's breathing, she's lying. If she's talking, she's lying. That's hilarious to me because it's just like, some of y'all just can't stand women out here. And I know you guys dealt with so much difficulties that you find like anything she's saying is a lie, right? And I don't blame you guys. I really don't. But like I said, don't twist my words. With this point, when I say their breathing changes, I'm talking about she's going to start getting nervous. She's going to start feeling anxious. So you see, when I gave you that demonstration in the beginning of the video, I was kind of like, yeah, you know, because it's like sometimes when you're trying to lie and you're trying to think about what to say, your whole body kind of just reacts, right? So when you're speaking, when you're trying to breathe, as you're trying to get something out that's a damn lie, you're going to kind of be like choking about it, right? And then if you're not the one that's going to choke about it, you can be a little anxious and you can be a little nervous, like, yeah, like, right? And you might notice her tone too. There's so many things I can say. Oh my gosh, I'm giving away so much because I'm saying like, I want to do another part. That's why I don't want to give away too much because I want you guys to want more videos from me. Seriously, but like I said, if you do want to see another video, let me know right now. But yes, if she's over here, you know, yeah, and like some other girls out here, they be so crazy to the point where they're gonna fake cry. And now, like, not saying sometimes some girls are that good, but not saying the tears are gonna come down, but she's gonna be like, yeah, like I said, the auntie example, my auntie is going through some things right now, right? Maybe I'm a good liar because I feel like I'm doing so great. Maybe I'm just an actress, I don't know. But you know, she's gonna be like, yeah, like it's not easy. And then you guys talk about something exciting for her. Yes, oh my goodness. Sorry, I'm not trying to be ghetto, but you guys talk about something exciting and her tone changes to a place where it's like, okay, I feel better, I don't have to lie no more. So she's gonna be back at her normal tone and she's gonna be breathing normal. She's gonna be over here like, hey, sign of relief, okay? And now I can breathe again. Some girls out here be holding their breath so much because they're trying to tell so many damn lies that they can't breathe. Girl, breathe and stop lying. Sorry, this stuff is really funny to me because women are pretty funny creatures. But hey, these are just examples. So really, I'm going to wrap up with this point saying their breathing will absolutely change. Yes, sometimes, most times, you know, when a woman is just talking, she's straight up lying to you. So be very attentive. As I was saying, watch her actions. But breathing is going to be one of the biggest ways to tell if she's lying, because breathing is something that's naturally going to happen. When you feel ways, your emotions is going to show. Remember, key thing, by nature, women are emotional. So it's actually easier to tell if a woman is lying, if you think about it, than a man, because the way she's going to react is going to be based on her emotions. If she's not really feeling ways, if she's actually not feeling emotions about something that she's telling, you can tell because of the reaction. Or if she's really trying to force it so much, she might be over here trying to fake cry, or over here like gasping and doing things where it's going to be like, let me try to do a little bit more so I can cover up the fact that I'm lying. But like I said, back to women being emotional beings by nature, it's going to be one of the biggest ways for a man to tell if she's lying, right? Like, just get the reaction. And like, one thing, even though I kind of already said it, if she's really not giving you no reaction, if she actually doesn't seem like she feels any ways, and she's kind of just saying it, and it's kind of like blunt, like when the woman just lies straight to your face, that's a big sign to know. When she's just over here like, yeah, my aunt, she's sick, and I'm gonna go see her this weekend. I'm not gonna see you. I can't see you until next weekend. Especially when the attitude comes out. Oh my gosh, I'm giving out way too much stuff right now, because I can't even do a part 2 or 3 if I'm gonna do this, right? You guys get what I mean? But I hope everything is helping you guys out. You know I'm here to help you guys out and just drop as many videos that I can to help you guys out. So I really hope this video helped you guys out. And if it did, please make sure you give me a big thumbs up. Go ahead and check out everything that is on my screen. And yes, you guys will see me in my next video. Bye, guys.